How are you? I'm glad you can make it. Today I'm going to show you some of the essentials that you're going to need the next time you decide to take a backpacking trip. I'm not going to bore you with my 10 essentials like all the other videos, because my essentials, for all you Spinal Tap fans, go to 11. So let's get started. Not necessarily in order of importance, but they're all going to be important. Once you decide where you're going to go hiking or backpacking, grab some information on that area. They usually sell a guidebook, a map, and a compass combination. Any outdoor store will have one. Make sure you pick one of those up. Essential number 1. Essential number 2 is going to be water. I don't care if you bring nothing else with you, make sure you bring water with you. Here's a hydration bladder. It holds 70 ounces of water. Some of these are a little bit larger. They hold 100 ounces of water. They fit in most, if not all, backpacks or day packs. You take a sip every 10 or 15 minutes. Something like this should last you a full day's hike. I back up that hydration bladder with a bottle, a spare bottle, in case I come across a stream and I want to fill up water for later on down the road. I fill up, I throw an iodine tablet in it, or I'll filter it first. If I have plenty of water in my hydration bladder, I'll throw an electrolyte drink in here, like a Gatorade or a Powerade. Water's great for hydration, but you do need some of the potassium and electrolytes that your body burns off during the course of the day. And when I go, I crave some sort of Gatorade or sugary drink. Gatorade or Powerade, backup water bottle. Water source, essential number 2. Essential number 3 is going to be food. A lot of times you could get away with protein bars or power bars like these. Trail mix is another good option, something that you can make at home on your own. If you're going for several days or several weeks, you want to bring some kind of dehydrated food, where you'll add some water to them, some boiling water. They put back all the proteins, the carbs, and the fats that your body burns off during the course of the day. So food is going to be essential number 3. Essential number 4 is going to be a light source. A lot of times you're camping and it's getting late. You need to get to your destination. I have here a headlamp from LL Bean. I prefer the headlamps because I get to strap it on the top of my head and I have both of my hands free to set up a tent or a tarp with. They have 3 or 4 different light situations. They also have one that has a blinking situation on it in case there's an emergency. So some sort of light source is going to be an essential number 4. Essential number 5 is going to be a multi-tool or a survival knife. I have a couple different versions right here. One of them has the pliers, the bottle opener, the can opener, the blade. I prefer a somewhat lighter survival knife. This one's easy to open. It also has a wood cutting blade in it as well. It's got the bottle opener, it's got the can opener. If you're cutting food, if you have to protect yourself, if you're cutting rope, survival knife or multi-tool is going to be essential number 5. Essential number 6 is going to be a trekking pole or trekking poles. Here's an LL Bean version. They call these a telescoping trekking pole, where they telescope out. A little tip with these: if you're climbing uphill, you're going to want to shorten them because the ground is closer to you. As you're going downhill, you want to lengthen them. These also have a bit of a shock to them, which takes some of the pressure off your elbows and your shoulders. In the morning, your knees will thank you, believe me. Trekking poles, essential number 6. Essential number 7 is going to be a good first aid kit. Depending on how many people you go with, here's a small one right here. Again, this is something you can make on your own with a waterproof bag and stuff in your bathroom. Gauze pads, Band-Aids, iodine, there's lip balm in here. I have a small mirror in here as well in case you need to signal someone. First aid kit is going to be an essential number 7. Essential number 8 is going to be bug spray. I have a couple different versions of bug spray right here. Obviously this one's bigger and it weighs more, so keep this in mind. Every ounce counts. Get rid of the larger one. A small little pump spray bottle like this should last you quite a while. If you're swatting bugs all day and you have trekking poles in your hand and 40 pounds of stuff on your back, it's going to wear you out. Make sure you bring bug spray. Bug spray, essential number 8. Essential number 9 is going to be shelter. Once you get somewhere and your day is over, you're going to want to set up and you're going to want something to sleep on or something to sleep in. You have a couple options here. If you want to sleep underneath the stars, you're basically going to just take a pad like this and you're going to unroll it, and there you go. You're sleeping underneath the stars. You got some bugs to deal with, not a huge issue. You get to eliminate the tent, you get to eliminate the sleeping bag, and it's a lot lighter. So that's one option. Another option some people will do is they'll bring just a simple tarp like this one. They'll throw a line down the middle of it, they'll rope off all four corners, and they basically make an A-frame. Another option when it comes to sleeping is going to be an actual tent. I bring a 2-person microlight tent here from LL Bean. It's still light, still somewhat compact, but I don't have to worry about bugs. I have all my gear inside of it with me. Get the 2-person tent. The 1-person tent I found to be a little bit small, so once you're in it, there's really no room for nothing else. This has a great vestibule. It's got a rain fly on it for muddy shoes. Again, a 2-person backpacking tent. Don't get a sleeping or a camping tent because they're going to be too heavy. A backpacking tent is the one that you're going to need. Finally, another option for shelter is going to be a sleeping bag. Again, this is something you could just take out. Here's a 0-degree LL Bean mummy bag. You could roll this out and you could sleep right on the ground. Again, you might have some bugs to deal with, but again, you get to eliminate the pad, you get to eliminate the tent, so it's a little bit lighter. It's another option. So shelter is going to be essential number 10. I'm sorry, essential number 9. Essential number 10 is going to be fire. A lot of places don't allow fires, but a lot of places do. What I have here is I have some waterproof and windproof matches. I also have a magnesium strike. I'll take a tinder bundle, which might consist of dryer lint or some sticks, some dried sticks. So fire is going to be essential number 10. Finally, essential number 11. I hate to do it. I hate to be electronic when I go. But you're going to need to bring your phone. Your phone's got, obviously in case of emergency, you need to call someone or someone's trying to call you back home because of there's an emergency back home. A lot of them come with compasses. A lot of them come with GPS built into them. They have flashlights built into them. And they have cameras so you can take pictures along the way. Phone, essential number 11. So there you have it. MacGyver's 11 Essentials. I hope this has helped. I hope you picked up a few tips along the way. And I hope to see you out on the trails.